So BioWare has made some of our absolute favorite games, like Anthem or Dragon Age the Veilguard. Okay, but seriously, somewhere between those titles and KOTOR, they also dropped a little space opera called Mass Effect. I finally played Mass Effect for the first time, so I wanted to share my unsolicited opinion on the internet. I'm gonna tell you Vert, your favorite backlog gamer, and let's talk Mass Effect.
Are you trying to scare me, Spectre?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place.
Alright, before we dive into space, politics, and alien conversations, I should probably explain what Mass Effect actually is. It came out in 2007 from BioWare, same folks behind KOTOR and Dragon Age. And Mass Effect is their big sci-fi RPG epic. Think squad-based space drama, light shooting, and a lot of very intense conversations. You play as Commander Shepard, a customizable military badass trying to stop a galaxy-wide extinction event. The game's got this grounded early 2000s sci-fi vibe, muted colors, synthy soundtrack, and clean menus. It's not flashy, but it pulls you in. So yeah, Mass Effect is one of those games that meant a lot to people when it dropped, and somehow I still missed it until now. So what was it like playing this in 2025?
The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
It's 2025, and I'm aiming with mechanics built in 2007. Combat kind of feels like a mannequin trying to cosplay as a Gears of War character, but weirdly it works. Once you stop expecting that slick, modern shooter feel and just lean into it, there's fun to be had. Visually, the Legendary Edition looks clean. Not cutting edge, but good enough that nothing pulls you out of the experience. And the voice acting, well, everyone kind of sounds like they're in the most dramatic audiobook. Shepard sounds like he's about to deliver a TED Talk every time he speaks, and I kind of love that. It's janky in all the right spots, but the vibe is solid.
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Kira the start.
So I'm a few hours in, and honestly, the story here didn't really surprise me. I mean, Mass Effect dropped in the same year as BioShock, another game I recently played and made a video on. So 2007 was kind of a cracked year when it came to ambitious game writing. So yeah, I expected big themes, dramatic speeches, and at least one ancient alien mystery. And Mass Effect delivers on all fronts. The writing here isn't subtle, but it's confident, like it knows exactly the story it wants to tell. Like you're pulled into the politics, galactic stakes, and personal drama right from the jump. Compared to some modern games that throw 10 side quests at you before the plot becomes relevant, Mass Effect feels focused. It's not trying to be everything, it's just trying to be Mass Effect. And that honestly was kind of refreshing. But the real hook are the characters. Garrus really stood out for me. At first he feels like your typical ex-cop vigilante, but the more I talked to him, the more I saw how much he genuinely cares about justice. He doesn't just want to break the rules for fun. He's just trying to fix a system that just doesn't work. And even if I didn't always agree with him, I respected his moral compass. Tali though, she's the emotional heart of the crew. Smart, loyal, and a little awkward. But you can feel how much she wants to prove herself. She's carrying her whole species on her back and still finds time to explain space tech to me as if I'm not a complete idiot. And then there's Liara, super intelligent, soft-spoken, and at first kind of felt like an exposition machine. The more she opened up, the more I saw someone who's overwhelmed by the scale of what she studies, someone who's still trying to figure out who she wants to be. They're not just party members, they feel like real people, and the rest of the crew have their moments too. Kaiden's fine, I guess. Joker brings the comedy, and Dr. Chakwas feels like someone who's seen some stuff and just quietly holds it all together. But as I play, the tone kind of shifts. Rex and Ashley died in my playthrough. I didn't mean for it to go that way, but one tense moment, one wrong call, and they were just gone. And that's when it really hit me. Mass Effect isn't just about characters, it's about consequences. And that's exactly why it still matters.
I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
It's Commander, actually. What do you want?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy.
That moment where I lost Rex and Ashley, that's when I stopped feeling I was just playing through some story. This was my version of Mass Effect, and it wasn't gonna play out like anyone else's. That's part of why it still matters. It's not perfect. Some systems are clunky, and yes, I now hear Spectre status recognized in my dreams. But the game trusts you to make the hard choices, to fail, to live with what happens next. And that's aged better than any graphic or combat system. In a time where games are terrified of letting players make the wrong decision, Mass Effect leans all the way in. It lets you own your story, even if that story hurts. It also nails something we don't get enough anymore: real connection with your crew. The friendships, the awkward talks, the trust you build, it's not just flavor text. It's the emotional engine of the game. No open world map, no checklists, just a ship, a mission, and people you actually care about. And for me, that's why Mass Effect still hits in 2025. I even went back and got the Platinum Trophy. That's how much I enjoy this experience. If you got tips for surviving the next two games, or if you just want to yell at me for letting Rex die, drop a comment. I'm streaming my Insanity run of Mass Effect 2 and other games over on my Twitch, so if you want to see the chaos live or come hang out, links in the description. We've also got a Discord, so if you want to chill, play some games, or throw me some recommendations, the door is always open. And hey, I've been posting polls in the community tab to let you help decide what I should play next. So if you want to vote on the next disaster I walk into, go check that out. I'm Mateo Avert, your favorite backlog gamer. You guys, stay safe.